Success leaves clues. The most accomplished individuals in any field share common traits that set them apart from the rest. Today, we're going to uncover one of the most powerful yet misunderstood qualities of high achievers, the ability to be cold. Now, don't get me wrong. This isn't about being heartless or unfeeling. It's about developing a mindset that allows you to navigate life's challenges with grace, power, and unwavering focus. You see, in this world of constant distractions and emotional turbulence, the ability to stay cold, to maintain your composure and clarity of thought, is nothing short of a superpower. It's the difference between reacting to life and proactively shaping your destiny. It's the key to unlocking your full potential and achieving greatness in any area of your life. So what does it mean to be cold? It means having the strength to stand firm when others crumble. It means having the clarity to see opportunities where others see only obstacles. It means having the courage to pursue your goals relentlessly, regardless of temporary setbacks or criticism from others. Today, we're going to explore 6 powerful ways to cultivate this coldness within yourself. These aren't quick fixes or surface-level techniques. They're profound shifts in how you think, feel, and interact with the world around you. Master these, and you'll find yourself equipped to handle any challenge life throws your way. Let's start with the first and perhaps most fundamental way to become cold: mastering emotional control. Emotions are a natural, important part of the human experience. They add color and depth to our lives. But unchecked, they can also lead us astray, clouding our judgment and pushing us to make decisions we later regret. Being cold doesn't mean suppressing your emotions. It means understanding them, acknowledging them, and then choosing how to respond to them. It's about being the master of your emotions rather than their slave. Think about the last time you were caught in the grip of a strong emotion. Maybe anger, fear, or excitement. How did it affect your thinking, your decision-making? Chances are it narrowed your focus and pushed you towards impulsive actions. Now imagine if you could step back from that emotion. If you could observe it without being consumed by it. That's what emotional mastery allows you to do. It gives you the space to respond thoughtfully rather than react instinctively. So how do you develop this skill? It starts with awareness. Begin paying close attention to your emotional states throughout the day. What triggers certain emotions? How do they manifest in your body? The more you observe your emotions, the less power they have over you. Next, practice the pause. Whenever you feel a strong emotion arising, pause. Take a deep breath. Count to 10 if you need to. This simple act creates a buffer between the stimulus and your response, giving you the chance to choose your reaction. Another powerful technique is reframing. This involves looking at situations from different perspectives. When something negative happens, ask yourself, what's another way to look at this? What opportunity might be hidden in this challenge? This doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending everything is fine. It's about finding a perspective that empowers you rather than victimizes you. Remember, emotional mastery is a skill. Like any skill, it takes practice. You won't be perfect at first, and that's okay. The key is consistency. Every time you catch yourself before reacting emotionally, every time you choose a more balanced response, you're strengthening your emotional control muscle. As you develop this skill, you find yourself becoming more stable, more reliable. You'll make better decisions because you're not swayed by temporary emotional states. You'll build stronger relationships because you're not at the mercy of mood swings. You'll become a rock of stability in a world of emotional chaos. Moving on to the second way to become cold, developing a thick skin. In pursuit of any worthy goal, you're going to face criticism, rejection, and failure. It's not a matter of if, but when. The cold individual understands this and isn't derailed by these inevitable bumps in the road. Developing a thick skin means building resilience. It means understanding that other people's opinions of you are just that, opinions. They're not facts. They don't define you unless you let them. Think about some of the most successful people in history. Every single one of them faced criticism and setbacks, but they persevered because they believed in themselves and their vision. They had developed a thick skin. So how do you build this resilience? Start by examining your self-talk. How do you speak to yourself when you face a setback? Do you berate yourself, or do you offer yourself compassion and encouragement? The cold individual understands that self-compassion isn't weakness. It's a crucial component of resilience. Next, reframe your view of failure. Instead of seeing it as a judgment on your worth, see it as feedback. Every failure is an opportunity to learn, to adjust your approach, to come back stronger. The cold individual doesn't fear failure. They welcome it as a necessary step on the path to success. Another key aspect of developing a thick skin is to stop seeking approval from others. Yes, it's natural to want to be liked and accepted, but when you make this your primary goal, you give away your power. You become a leaf in the wind, blown about by the changing opinions of others. Instead, focus on living up to your own standards. Define what success means to you. Set your own goals. Judge yourself by how well you live up to your own values, not by whether others approve of you. This doesn't mean ignoring all feedback. The cold individual is open to constructive criticism that can help them improve, but they have the discernment to separate useful feedback from baseless negativity. As you develop this thick skin, you'll find yourself becoming more confident, more willing to take risks. You'll stop holding yourself back out of fear of what others might think. You'll become unstoppable because external opinions will no longer have the power to stop you. The third way to become cold is cultivating patience. In our instant gratification culture, patience has become a rare and valuable trait. Everyone wants success now. They want to lose weight instantly, to get rich quickly, to find the perfect relationship immediately. But real, lasting success doesn't work that way. It takes time. It takes consistent effort. It takes patience. The cold individual understands this. They're not looking for quick fixes or overnight success. They're playing the long game. They understand that the most worthwhile achievements often take years or even decades to accomplish. Any significant achievement in history, the construction of great monuments, the development of groundbreaking technologies, the building of successful businesses, none of these happened overnight. They were the result of patient, persistent effort over time. So how do you cultivate this patience? Start by setting long-term goals. Where do you want to be in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years? Having a clear long-term vision helps you stay patient in the face of short-term setbacks. Next, learn to enjoy the process, not just the outcome. If you're only focused on the end result, you'll quickly become frustrated when it doesn't materialize immediately. But if you can find joy in the daily work and the small improvements, in the gradual progress, you'll find it much easier to stay patient. Another key to patience is understanding the power of compound effect. Small, consistent actions may not seem significant in the moment, but over time they add up to massive results. The cold individual understands this and doesn't get discouraged by seemingly slow progress. Practicing mindfulness can also help develop patience. By learning to be fully present in each moment, you reduce anxiety about the future. You learn to trust the process and stop constantly checking for results. Remember, patience isn't passive. It's not about sitting around waiting for things to happen. It's about consistently taking action day after day, even when you don't see immediate results. It's about trusting in your abilities and your process, even when the path ahead seems long and uncertain. As you cultivate this patience, you'll find yourself becoming more steady, more persistent. You'll be able to stick with projects and goals long after others have given up. You'll achieve things that seemed impossible because you had the patience to see them through. The fourth way to become cold is practicing detachment. This is perhaps one of the most misunderstood aspects of being cold. Detachment doesn't mean not caring. It doesn't mean being aloof or disconnected from the world around you. Instead, it means not being overly attached to specific outcomes. The cold individual understands that while they can control their actions, they can't control all the results. They do their best, put in the work, make smart decisions, but then they detach from the outcome. They understand that worrying about things beyond their control is not only unproductive, it's actively harmful to their peace of mind and effectiveness. A time when you were overly attached to a particular outcome. Maybe it was a job you really wanted, or a relationship you were desperate to make work. How did that attachment affect you? Chances are it led to anxiety, desperate behavior, and ultimately disappointment if things didn't work out as you hoped. Now imagine approaching that same situation with detachment. You're still putting your best effort, but you're not emotionally invested in a specific result. You're open to whatever happens. How much more peaceful would you feel? How much clearer would your thinking be? So how do you practice this detachment? Start by focusing on what you can control. In any situation, there are things within your control and things outside of it. The cold individual puts their energy into the former and accepts the latter. Next, practice letting go. When you find yourself obsessing over a particular outcome, consciously choose to let it go. Remind yourself that you've done what you can, and now it's time to detach from the result. Another powerful technique is to cultivate a mindset of curiosity. Rather than judgment, instead of labeling outcomes as good or bad, approach them with curiosity. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to grow? Meditation can be a powerful tool for developing detachment. It teaches you to observe your thoughts and emotions without getting caught up in them. Over time, this skill translates into your everyday life, allowing you to maintain detachment even in challenging situations. Remember, detachment doesn't mean not having goals or desires. It means not being so fixated on them that you can't function if things don't go exactly as planned. It means being flexible, adaptable, and open to different possibilities. As you practice detachment, you'll find yourself becoming more peaceful, more effective. You'll be able to take bold actions without fear because you're not attached to the outcome. You'll be able to bounce back from setbacks more quickly because you're not defining yourself by external results. The fifth way to become cold is sharpening your mind. In today's information-rich world, the ability to think clearly, to analyze situations effectively, and to make sound decisions is more valuable than ever. The cold individual understands this and constantly works on sharpening their mental faculties. Think about the most successful people in any field. Whether they're business leaders, scientists, artists, or athletes, they all share one common trait: a sharp, focused mind. They have the ability to cut through noise, to see patterns where others see chaos, to make connections that others miss. So how do you develop this mental sharpness? It starts with continuous learning. The cold individual is always hungry for knowledge. They read widely, not just in their field of expertise, but across various disciplines. They understand that some of the most innovative ideas come from combining concepts from different areas. But it's not just about taking in information. It's about processing it effectively. Practice critical thinking. Don't accept ideas at face value. Question assumptions. Look for evidence. Consider alternative viewpoints. The more you exercise your critical thinking muscles, the stronger they become. Problem solving is another crucial aspect of mental sharpness. Seek out challenging problems and puzzles. When faced with a difficult situation, resist the urge to immediately look for solutions online. Instead, sit with the problem. Turn it over in your mind. Look at it from different angles. This process of grappling with problems is what sharpens your mind. Mindfulness and meditation can also play a crucial role in sharpening your mind. They help you develop focus and concentration, essential skills in our distraction-filled world. Even just a few minutes of mindfulness practice each day can significantly improve your mental clarity. Physical exercise is often overlooked when it comes to mental sharpness, but it's incredibly important. Regular exercise increases blood flow to the brain, promoting the growth of new brain cells and improving overall cognitive function. Another powerful technique is teaching or explaining concepts to others. When you have to break down complex ideas into simple, understandable terms, it forces you to really grasp the material. Look for opportunities to share your knowledge, whether it's tutoring, giving presentations, or simply explaining concepts to friends or colleagues. As you work on sharpening your mind, you'll find yourself becoming more quick-witted, more insightful. You'll be able to see solutions where others see only problems. You'll make better decisions because you're able to analyze situations more effectively. The sixth and final way to become cold is building inner strength. This is about developing a core of steel that can withstand any challenge life throws at you. The cold individual isn't easily swayed by external circumstances. They have a strong sense of self and a resilience that allows them to bounce back from any setback. Inner strength isn't about being tough or unemotional. It's about having a deep well of resources to draw from when times get tough. It's about knowing who you are and what you stand for and not compromising on your values even when under pressure. So how do you build this inner strength? It starts with self-awareness. Take the time to really get to know yourself. What are your values? What are your strengths and weaknesses? What drives you? The more you understand yourself, the stronger your foundation becomes. Developing a strong set of personal values is crucial. What do you believe in? What principles guide your actions? When you have a clear set of values, decision-making becomes easier. You have an internal compass to guide you even in difficult situations. Resilience is another key component of inner strength. This is about bouncing back from setbacks, about getting up every time you're knocked down. You can develop resilience by reframing challenges as opportunities for growth. Every obstacle becomes a chance to prove your strength, to learn, to become better. Self-discipline is also crucial for inner strength. This means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It means keeping the promises you make to yourself. Start small. Set a goal and stick to it, no matter what. As you build your self-discipline muscle, you'll find your inner strength growing. Another powerful way to build inner strength is through gratitude. Regularly acknowledging the good things in your life, even especially during tough times, builds a reservoir of positive emotion that you can draw from when faced with challenges. Remember, inner strength isn't about never feeling fear or doubt. It's about feeling these emotions and moving forward anyway. It's about having the courage to face your fears, to step out of your comfort zone, to take risks in pursuit of your goals. As you build your inner strength, you'll find yourself becoming more confident, more resilient. You'll be able to weather any storm because you know that your strength comes from within, not from external circumstances. Now, let's bring all of these elements together. Emotional control, thick skin, patience, detachment, a sharp mind, and inner strength. These are the 6 ways to become cold. But remember, being cold isn't about being unfeeling or disconnected. It's about being in control of yourself and your life. When you master these 6 areas, you become unstoppable. You're not at the mercy of your emotions or circumstances. You're able to pursue your goals with single-minded focus. You're able to make clear, rational decisions even in high-pressure situations. You're able to persist in the face of setbacks and criticism. By becoming cold in these ways, you actually open yourself up to experiencing life more fully, because you're not constantly reacting to every little thing. You can be more present in each moment. Because you're not overly attached to outcomes, you can take more risks and embrace new experiences. Because your mind is sharp and focused, you can appreciate the beauty and complexity of the world around you. The great achievers throughout history, they weren't swayed by every passing emotion or opinion. They had a vision, and they pursued it with unwavering determination. They were cold in the face of challenges and setbacks, and that's what allowed them to change the world. You have that same potential within you. Every single one of you listening right now has the capacity for greatness, but it's not going to come to you. You have to go out and seize it. You have to be willing to do what others won't, to push yourself when others give up, to keep going when the path gets tough. And that's where being cold comes in. It gives you the tools you need to weather any storm, to overcome any obstacle, to achieve any goal you set your mind to. So I challenge you, start implementing these 6 ways to become cold in your life. Take control of your emotions. Develop a thick skin. Cultivate patience. Practice detachment. Sharpen your mind. Build your inner strength. It won't be easy. There will be days when you want to give up, when you want to go back to reacting emotionally to every little thing. But remember why you started. Remember the person you're becoming. Becoming cold is a journey, not a destination. It's a continuous process of growth and self-improvement. Each day presents new opportunities to practice these skills, to strengthen your resolve to become the person you're meant to be. Where you want to be 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now. Envision that person clearly in your mind. See how they carry themselves, how they interact with others, how they handle challenges. That person is you, but a version of you that has mastered these 6 ways of being cold. Now let's break this down into practical steps. How do you bridge the gap between where you are now and where you want to be? Start with small daily habits. Each morning when you wake up, take a few minutes to center yourself. Practice deep breathing. Set your intentions for the day. Remind yourself of your long-term goals and how today's actions will move you closer to them. Throughout the day, look for opportunities to practice being cold. When you feel an emotional reaction coming on, pause. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, how would my ideal self handle this situation? Then act accordingly. When faced with a challenge or setback, resist the urge to complain or make excuses. Instead, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this to become stronger? This shift in perspective can turn every obstacle into an opportunity for growth. Practice detachment by setting goals but not becoming overly attached to specific outcomes. Do your best, put in the work, but then let go of the results. Trust that whatever happens, you'll be able to handle it and use it to your advantage. Sharpen your mind by dedicating time each day to learning. Read books that challenge your thinking. Engage in debates and discussions that force you to articulate and defend your ideas. Solve puzzles or learn new skills that push you out of your comfort zone. Build your inner strength through consistent self-discipline. Set small, achievable goals and follow through on them no matter what. Start with something simple like making your bed every morning or going for a 10-minute walk each day. As you prove to yourself that you can keep these small commitments, gradually take on bigger challenges. Remember, becoming cold isn't about suppressing your humanity. It's about channeling your energy and emotions in productive ways. It's about becoming the master of your internal world so you can more effectively navigate the external world. Think of it like learning to play an instrument. At first, it feels awkward and difficult. Your fingers don't cooperate, the sounds you produce are jarring, but with practice you begin to gain control. Your movements become more precise, the sounds more harmonious. Eventually, you reach a point where you're not just playing notes, you're creating music. Being cold is similar. At first, it might feel unnatural to pause before reacting emotionally, to detach from outcomes, to push through discomfort. But with practice, these behaviors become second nature. You're no longer fighting against your instincts. You're channeling them purposefully. As you progress on this journey, you'll begin to notice changes. You'll find yourself remaining calm in situations that would have previously rattled you. You'll make decisions based on long-term considerations rather than short-term emotions. You'll persist in the face of setbacks that would have previously derailed you. But the benefits go beyond just your personal achievements. As you become colder, you'll find that your relationships improve as well. People will be drawn to your stability, your clarity of thought, your unwavering resolve. You'll become a rock that others can lean on in times of trouble. In your professional life, you'll find doors opening that were previously closed. Your ability to stay focused, to think clearly under pressure, to persist in the face of challenges. These are qualities that are highly valued in any field. You'll become the go-to person for tough projects, the one who can be relied upon to get things done no matter what. But perhaps the most profound change will be in how you see yourself. As you prove to yourself day after day that you can control your emotions, that you can push through discomfort, that you can achieve what you set your mind to, your self-confidence will soar. You'll develop an unshakable belief in yourself and your abilities. This self-belief is the foundation of all great achievements. When you truly believe in yourself, when you know deep in your bones that you can handle whatever life throws at you, you become unstoppable. No challenge is too great, no goal too lofty. Now let's address a common misconception. Some people here become cold and think it means becoming uncaring or ruthless. Nothing could be further from the truth. Being cold in the way we're discussing actually allows you to care more deeply, to engage more fully with life. Think about it. When you're not constantly swayed by every passing emotion, when you're not crippled by fear of failure or rejection, when you're not obsessed with controlling every outcome, you're free to pour your energy into what truly matters to you. You can pursue your passions wholeheartedly because you're not held back by self-doubt, fear of what others might think. You can form deeper connections with others because you're coming from a place of inner strength rather than neediness or insecurity. You can contribute more to the world because you're operating at your full potential rather than being limited by emotional reactivity. Being cold allows you to be warm in the ways that truly matter. It gives you the strength to stand up for what you believe in, to protect those you care about, to make a real difference in the world. So as you continue on this journey of becoming cold, remember that it's not about becoming less human. It's about becoming more fully human. It's about taking control of the incredible power that lies within you and channeling it purposefully. Every time you resist an impulsive reaction, every time you push through discomfort to reach a goal, every time you maintain your composure in a challenging situation, you're growing. You're becoming stronger, more resilient, more capable. You imagine a future where you're no longer at the mercy of your emotions or circumstances. A future where you can pursue your goals with single-minded focus, where you can bounce back from any setback, where you can make clear-headed decisions even under intense pressure. That future is within your grasp, but it won't come to you automatically. You have to choose it. You have to work for it. You have to be willing to push yourself beyond your current limitations. The path won't always be easy. There'll be times when you falter, when you slip back in old habits, but that's okay. Remember, becoming cold is a process, not an event. What matters is not that you never stumble, but that you always get back up. When you face setbacks, You will face setbacks. Don't beat yourself up. Instead, approach them with curiosity. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to become even stronger? This mindset turns every failure into a stepping stone towards success. As you progress on this journey, you'll begin to notice subtle shifts in how you experience life. Challenges that once seemed overwhelming will start to feel manageable. Decisions that once paralyzed you with anxiety will become clearer. Goals that once seemed impossibly distant will start to feel within reach. But perhaps the most profound change will be in your relationship with yourself. As you develop emotional control, inner strength, and mental clarity, you'll start to trust yourself more deeply. You'll know that no matter what life throws at you, you have the resources to handle it. This self-trust is invaluable. It allows you to take risks, to push boundaries, to explore new territories, both literally and figuratively. When you trust yourself, you're not limited by fear of the unknown. You know that whatever happens, you'll find a way to make it work. And as you become colder, more centered, more in control, you'll find that your impact on the world around you grows. Your calmness will influence others. Your clarity will inspire others. Your resilience will motivate others. You'll become a leader, whether or not you have an official leadership role. People will naturally look to you for guidance, for support, for inspiration. Your ability to stay cold under pressure, to think clearly when others are losing their heads, will make you invaluable in any situation. But remember, with this increased influence comes increased responsibility. As you develop these abilities, it's crucial to stay grounded in your values. Use your newfound strength and clarity not just for personal gain, but to make a positive difference in the world around you. Being cold gives you power. How you choose to use that power is up to you. Will you use it to merely accumulate wealth and status for yourself? Or will you use it to create value for others, to solve problems, to make the world a little bit better? The choice is yours. But I challenge you to think big. You have within you the potential to make a real lasting impact. Don't shy away from that potential. Embrace it. Use it. Let it drive you to achieve things you once thought impossible. As we near the end of our time together, I want you to take a moment to reflect. Think about who you were when we started this journey. Think about who you are now. Think about who you're becoming. Feel the strength growing within you. Feel the clarity sharpening your mind. Feel that this is just the beginning. The journey of becoming cold is lifelong. There will always be new challenges to face, new skills to master, new heights to reach. But now you have the tools. You know the path. So I ask you, are you ready? Are you ready to step into your power? Are you ready to become the person you were meant to be? Are you ready to be cold? The world is waiting for you. It's waiting for your ideas, your energy, your unique contribution. Don't hold back. Don't play small. Step into your greatness and show the world what you're capable of. Remember, success leaves clues. The path has been walked before. You've seen the 6 ways to become cold. Now it's up to you to walk the path. Emotional control, thick skin, patience, detachment, sharp mind, inner strength. These are your tools. Use them. Refine them. Master. The future belongs to those who are willing to do the work, to push through discomfort, to persist when others give up. It belongs to those who are willing to be cold. So go forth with confidence. Face each day with determination. Pursue your goals with unwavering focus. Be cold in the face of challenges and setbacks. Your future is bright. Your potential is limitless. The only question is, are you ready to seize it? Are you ready to become cold and take control of your life? The choice is yours. The time is now. Your future is waiting. Go out there and make it happen. Be cold, be strong, be unstoppable. The world is yours for the taking. Now go out there and take it.